866-987-2570. Email us, raw@am570radio.com. Text RAW to 66369 if you want to interact that way. I am Chris Anders, joined by Steve Stilwell. And we got a couple of guys from the next show coming in for a little crosstalk right now. Kevin Figures, Aris Allahverdian. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, you did, Chris. Thank you very much.
The great Aris from the Tony Bruno
I was going to say, no, you totally butchered it.
I was butchering Misak's name all night.
Let me hear it again one more time.
Allahverdian.
Oh, you got it. Allahverdian. Yeah, there you go.
I'll just stick with the great Aris.
Yeah, I like that.
Where can they get you guys on Twitter?
I'm at KFig1. That's at KFIGG, the number 1.
And I'm at the great Aris. THE, great ARIS. Real simple.
Great, GREAT, not ATE.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Chris Anders 42. The 42 is for the great James Worthy, and because Chris Anders alone was taken. So.
No, it's Elton Brand.
Oh, okay. EB's not bad either. Not bad either.
Yankee Steve 27 is where you can find me, and know that 27 isn't somebody's jersey number. It's the number of championships that the New York Yankees have.
All night, Steve.
Oh yes.
God.
You really want me to go there?
No. I didn't know you were a Yankees fan, Steve.
Really?
Yeah, no, I didn't. No, that was sarcasm. Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Did you hear the first 2 hours of the show?
Yeah, I did.
Hey. You know what? Just for that.
Oh no.
Oh jeez.
You like it?
Huh? Oh, what a hit! Did you see that hit? Oh my God, Georgie! Do you know guess who's in Steinbrenner's box?
She's nowhere in this call. Thank you very much.
Georgie Juice.
That's why I heard her. That's why I heard her voice.
You're such a homer.
So Steve, are you gonna go home and like dream about this sound drop?
No, the reason we have it, seriously, is because this guy, he almost in the doghouse, being benched. All of a sudden, he comes off the bench today, 3 for 3 with 6 RBIs. This guy, you know, he's at the end of his career, don't get me wrong. You know, he's almost done. Jeter's almost done. Mariano's almost done. The core 4 is almost no more.
That's right.
It should be a core 5, honestly, because Bernie Williams was there, too, for all those years. But anyway.
Yeah, Bernie's out singing at karaoke bars now or something. But
he's not bad.
No, he's not at all. I've heard him. He's pretty good. I'll give him that.
He and Wayman Tisdale should get together and form a...
That won't be a bad duo.
Yeah, little jazz.
Sports rock band right there.
I'd listen to that. That's good.
So if I play this, tell me, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
One of the best sound bites ever.
By far. Mike Gundy.
Did you hear what he did?
No.
No, what did he do?
He had a carpenter come to his house.
Yeah, he's now being sued by a contractor because this guy arrived at Gundy's house early in the morning wearing a gray T-shirt that said Oklahoma baseball on it.
Good way to endear yourself to the Oklahoma State head coach. Sure.
Gundy gets home, sees the shirt, and says, "How dare you come into my house and offend my wife?" He supposedly used profanity, called the guy a stupid idiot for wearing the shirt on quote-unquote OSU soil. The contractor said, "Hey, I'll turn it inside out. You know, no harm, no foul. I don't want to get you upset." But Gundy told him to leave, and now he's being sued for over 10 grand. They are coming after him.
Now, what on the ground? What are they suing him for exactly? 'Cause, I mean, if he's on Gundy's property, Gundy has the right to tell him to leave, right?
I guess lost wages.
So he's saying Gundy denied him the opportunity to do his job
on a trivial issue, I guess.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, let me just tell you based on like contracting information background. Let me just tell you like this. If he had a bid, if the contractor had a bid with Gundy, it was already like, okay, contractors come out just to give estimates. Sometimes it's free. Sometimes they come out and they charge you like $50 just to come out just because the time is money.
Right.
So if this contractor had nothing already established, he was just coming in there just to give an estimate or just look at his like roof or his air conditioning or like his ground or whatever. I don't know if he has a case, but if he gave a bid, Gundy's like, yeah, sure, come back, I want this job done, I need this unit changed, I need this concrete thrown, and he gave him an estimate that was signed, based on a t-shirt, you can't reject a contract. It's just like any other contract.
Right.
It's agreed upon, you know what I mean? So in the sense that he's being sued, it makes sense, because I mean, if your plumber came in and he wore a Red Sox shirt, and you already agreed on a bid, Stillwell, what would you do? You can't throw him out.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, everybody's entitled to be their own fan. Here's the thing, though, too. This guy could be suing him because he lost an opportunity to do other work when he decided to go work for Mike Gundy. Did the guy even know who he was?
It's very possible he didn't.
But, I mean, it is Oklahoma. Mike Gundy is very well known in Oklahoma. Bob Stoops is very well known in Oklahoma. They know who these guys are. So chances are, yes, he did. But was he doing it just to spite him? Who knows? We don't know. It doesn't matter. No. The guy's there to do a job.
You know what? These guys, the construction field contractors, they work based on like their hands. You know, it's sweat, labor, work. So I don't think he had a malicious agenda. Maybe he knows he was going to Mike Gundy's house, but he didn't want to support his team because he was never a fan. It doesn't necessarily mean he's trashing the guy in his own house. He just thought it may be like funny. Hey, I'm gonna go in this guy's house. We got the job done. The deal is set. I'm gonna go ahead and do whatever I have to do for him. But you know what? Just like a little ironic like response. I'm gonna wear this shirt into his house.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Just get a reaction.
Lighten up, Gundy. It's damn, man. Because like, I mean, if a contractor comes to Rick Newhouse's house wearing a USC football shirt, I don't know how Rick would react, but I would hope that he'd be like, oh, nice joke. You know, I'm the head coach of UCLA, right?
Right.
It's just a joke. Why would he get so upset over something like that?
Now, the contractor claimed that it was early in the morning. Obviously, construction gets started early,
right?
And he just threw on a shirt in the dark. Didn't even know what he was wearing on.
It's very possible.
You know?
I've done going to the gym early in the morning or late at night. I've done that before. Just throw something on and just roll out the house. It's very possible.
Or we got something else. Another situation I want to run by Stillwell.
Yo,
the 4-letter network, right? They have those silly little commercials they have between, and during the commercial break. That's
their little promos,
right? For their own network, right? There's one of Big Papi, right? He puts on a Yankees hat,
right?
That's a good one.
How, you being a Yankee fan, how does that make you feel? Because you're a Yankee fan and you know where he's coming from. And now if you're a Red Sox fan, how would that make you feel? You know,
I think it's more the other way.
It is the other way, but
because
you're
he's
watching,
a Red Sox putting on somebody else's hat.
Right, and you're that somebody else. You're that Yankee fan, you know. So how does that make you feel?
I wouldn't mind having him on my team.
Of course, but let's say he was the other way around. What if you were the mascot and you walked in on seeing him wearing a Yankees hat and you're a Red Sox fan?
The difference there is, though, there's an association. Like, okay, you have two rivals. There's a player, two players from two different teams. This is just an independent contractor. Now, if this was a guy from Mike Gundy's team, if Blackman, the receiver from his team, came in wearing an Oklahoma baseball shirt, then we got issues. Then Gundy had every right to cuss him out. He's like, what the hell are you doing?
Right, okay.
But this is just some plumber guy who comes in who, like you said, might not even know who Mike Gundy is. Just put up the one shirt, came out to do his job, and you start cussing that guy out saying, get out of my house, and it makes no sense to me. It's stupid.
Of course. It is
very petty.
Silly.
It's really petty.
Overreact.
But you know what? If he's getting sued and there was a contract and a bid that was already put, he asked for it. Because that's just how every other thing works. When you put a deal out, you sign a contract, you're not going to make like stupid things like his shoelaces or the color of his shirt a reason why you cancel the contract. You know what I mean? Because like you said, time is money. And for contractors, when they go out and they get a job, they're putting away another scheduled call. Because it's not like they work behind a field of people. It's just like 2-3 people.
Yeah, more than anything else, it's just petty and childish. He says he's a man, he's 40, he's acting like he's a child when he's 4.
He's cranky.
Over something like
cranky.
He said, come after me.
Yeah, he's cranky.
Come after me.
Cranky.
No.
See, folks, this is what you get right here on 570 Raw. Our opinions. We take a story, and we've got 4 guys in this room. We may all have a different opinion, but you know what? Stay tuned, 866-987-2570. K-Fig, what do you guys got coming up on the show?
A lot coming up on the show. We're going to review Watch the Throne, the big album between Kanye West and Jay-Z that was released this week. So me and Aris both got a chance to listen to it a little bit, so we're going to give our reviews on that. Going to talk about Terrell Pryor not going to the supplemental draft. That's a big story. And get you caught up all around the preseason NFL action. So a lot of stuff coming up on the show tonight for sure.
Do you actually watch the preseason NFL?
Of course I do.
Does it matter?
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. I mean, do the games matter? Of course not. But I mean, it's football, man. It hasn't been football for months. And there was danger of it not being any. So I watch any kind of football.
Would you watch, quickly, preseason football or the World Series? If they happen to go head-to-head to each other, what would you watch? If it's your team in preseason football and not your team, or maybe your team in the World Series.
Maybe your team or not your team.
Okay, fine. Your team.
In the World Series?
Yeah. Your Houston Astros are in the World Series.
I'm watching the Raiders play a preseason game.
See, I'd watch the World Series and not TiVo the preseason game. But one thing, this actually happened last year, where there was the World Series going on and there was a Sunday Night Football game going on. I watched the Sunday Night Football game and ignored the World Series.
And it was a terrible game, too.
It was the Giants or somebody, wasn't it?
It crushed them in the ratings.
It killed the ratings. So that tells you how popular the NFL is, that it will destroy the Major League Baseball, whether it's the playoffs, the World Series, or anything.
I'll watch preseason football over.
K-Fig and the Great Aris coming up. For Chris Anders, I am Steve Stilwell. This is KLEC Raw on AM570radio.com. Keep it locked.
All right. Where you want me to sit up, though?